Hello, hello. We are live. And we are alive. Oops. Let's see here. I'll fix this little crookedness. Sorry about the camera movement. So the first thing I have to say today is, isn't it cute? Oh my God. Look how tiny that is. Hey, Selena. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. So yeah, I have a teeny tiny little black pencil here. This was my mother's. That's why it's so small. Anyway, so today I thought I'd just work on a whip, a work in progress. This one with the jellyfish, because I'm really looking forward to coloring this red, coloring, whatever, you know. And I kind of wanted to talk about a couple of, I got like the best happy mail this week ever. I'm okay. I'm still not 100%, but I'm okay. Just trying to keep up with everything. I know, we're all inside and we can't go anywhere, and it seems like we'd have all this time on our hands, but I don't, because I keep myself busy. I give myself these goals that I have to fulfill, and a lot of them have to do with my Etsy store, and it's just crazy sometimes because I can't always keep to that schedule. So it's really frustrating, and it seems like I'm a lot busier than I should be. And I've been hearing that a lot lately, how people don't really they think that they should have all this extra time, and for some reason it just feels like they're just rushing and don't have it, Oh, where's my bottle cap? Yeah. Especially if you've got kids at home, man, you got to homeschool them, and then you've got to, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, you have more to do. Moms have more to do now than they've had. I'm kind of fortunate. My kids are all grown up. I worry, I still worry, but they're not here making messes. They've got their spouses or whatever's roommates that get to worry about that. So we're good. They're good, unless they tell me they're not, and that better not happen. I'll tell you what, I worry about them every day. But that's okay. I should worry. I'm a mom. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. Wows. I only had 2 kids, just 2 boys, and they were not that difficult. I mean, they all had that. They both had their little idiosyncrasies and stuff, but not that difficult. Neither one of them were that bad. They were frustrating more than anything. So, I am just going to continue coloring here, and I think I was using processed red. That's what I was using. How I remembered that, I have no clue. Carmine, where are you, processed red? That's poppy red, which is also cool, but not what I'm looking for. Scarlet Lake and pomegranate. Oh, come on, man. I know you're around here somewhere. Crimson, raspberry. Maybe that's what I was using. Is that what I was using? It'll do. I'm not that worried about it. Oh yeah, that's fine. So I'm just going to go over this and kind of fill it in, and then I'm going to move on to the other jellyfish, which is going to be all red, different shades of red. Thought about doing a craft with me today, but decided to just do coloring because I need it. Need the coloring. Give my mind a break. I mean, a break from what I'm usually doing. So yeah. Oh my goodness. And my lighting isn't all that great, but do what we can, you know what I mean? I'm sure you do. There we go. Nice and dark up there in the corner. I like this color. It's really great. I've also got my Black Widow pencils out because there are some fantastic reds in here. There's, see, this one is called, it's not really a red, but it's called Cyanide Pink, which is really cool. And then Ladybug is a nice red. And we've got, oh, that's orange. That's not red. My mistake. Lots of different reds, though. Deep red is beautiful. Those are all going to be for the other jellyfish, which I have gone over. I think I'm going to go over it again a little bit, though. I'm on tan paper, so it's kind of, it's really good for what I want to do. I want to go over this jellyfish a little bit more with my charcoal, my white charcoal, so I can get that blendability increased just a little bit. Mythographic. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know. The names are pretty cool. It's for sure. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to try and adjust this light a little bit more. It's crazy. It doesn't like me very much. And I may end up taking off my jacket. I don't know. I usually get warm when I'm doing live streams. I don't know why. It's cool in the house today, though. It's been kind of cool here in southern Arizona. Cool is a relative term, though. It's cool relative to what it's like in the summer, which is crazy. Talk about hot. Yeah. I don't like it when it gets to 118 degrees. It's a little warm. It's a little much there. Let's see. Anybody else come in yet? No, that's okay. It says I got 2 people. I don't know if one of them is me. Because I have the window up in another tab on my computer. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta mute things here. Forgot to do that again. I do that all the time. There we go. Go. There we go. Fortunately, it's not difficult. And my husband isn't in today. I mean, he's here, he's working, but he's not in chat today because he's working. And I guess as it should be, unfortunately, he can't just, I wish he could just kind of take a couple hours off, in the afternoon and be here on live stream day, but yeah, it doesn't happen. Everybody's got to do something, right? So I'm using raspberry red over top of process red, and it's looking really great. It's not super, super red, but that's okay because I wanted to save that for the other jellyfish. And then once I get done with the jellyfish, I'll do the background with, I was going to do it with Neocolor 2s. You ever work with Neocolor 2s? They're really fun. I just have like the tiny set. Seems to be enough. And they're very blendable because, once you get them wet, they're like watercolors. So you can blend them pretty easily. Oh, awesome. Yes. You lucky girl, you. Yeah. I have the what's that limited edition somewhere over there. The autumn colors, they're super cool. They're probably in the 84 set, but they were the limited edition. I think there's like, I don't know, 12 colors in there or something. Really nice. I really like autumn colors though, the fall colors. Very cool. I wonder if I can get them open stock. Well, get them open stock, but I don't have anywhere to put them. I don't have the tins. I suppose I could use an old tin from colored pencils and just put fun foam in it and glue it down and stuff. That would work. Yep. And that would be free because I have 2 packages of fun foam. Fun foam just sitting around doing nothing right now. Although I have made stamps out of them, like ink stamps for building junk journals. I made like a brick wall stamp. It's really cool. Actually, is it right here? Well, it's somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So I just cut out a bunch of little fun foam pieces and made a brick wall out of it. And then when I want to use this for a brick wall stamp, I just stamp it. And I just put ink on it. Kind of neat, kind of fun. Make your own stamps. You can use stencils and draw around this inside the stencil and then cut that out and make a stamp out of that too. Or different shapes that you can find around the house. It's really interesting what you can find around your house. Very cool. Very, very interesting. Oh, I'm getting all kinds of notifications. A good thing I got my volume off. Wow, really thirsty. Really, really thirsty today. Okay, now I need to fill this in a little bit more. I don't like the way that it's looking. It's a little ragged, not as smooth as I would want it. So we're working on layer 3. Very cool. I'm going to turn my page a little bit so I can get closer to the area that I'm working on without resting my hand on the rest of the picture. Really want to get done with this one. I want to see what it looks like when it's done. You ever do that? Oh, I can't wait to see what it looks like. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of neat. I got a little bit of orange in there, which makes it look kind of a deep, deep orangish red, kind of like a fiery color. That's really cool. I love it. These pencils, they just blend really well. The Prismacolors, they blend really well. I like them a lot. Yeah. Oh, that's not bad. I think I need to clean my glasses, though. I don't even realize they're dirty until I can't see anything. And then I look at them and go, oh, man, how did I ever see through those? Yeah. Doesn't take much, huh? I think I'm going to just give it a little bit of a point here. Instead of sharpening it, I'll just do this. Yeah, that's good. There we go. That's better. Getting closer to the lines. Don't want a bunch of uncolored paper between my color and the end of the patch of the shape that I'm coloring. Because right now that's pretty much all they are, little shapes. Here we go. Much better. Much better. Oh yeah. Beauteous. There. Okay. A little bit more here. And I gotta figure out what color I want to put in the center there. I don't know. Let me check it out. How about something softer? Ooh, this would look cool, I think. I don't think I have that up there yet. Maybe I do. Parma Violet. Oh yeah, that looks just weird enough. Just weird enough. Purple and red. It's like a 60s outfit. I remember my brothers and sisters were teenagers in the 60s. They used to wear the brightest stuff. Oh my gosh. Lots and lots of like crocheted like vests and stuff. My mom was a crocheter. She used to make all kinds of stuff. And she knitted too, but she crocheted more than she knitted. I think it's because it went faster. For her anyway. But she could crochet in the dark and not miss a stitch. She was amazing. So if she woke up in the middle of the night and she couldn't sleep, she didn't even have to bother my stepdad. She just crocheted in the dark. Really cool. But I guess after doing it for 25 years, you kind of get the knack. I'm just going to go over these with one medium pressure layer of color because I don't want to, I think I might go over it with a blender pen or something just to get that all blended in, but I'm not sure yet because they're so small. These dots are so small it would be difficult to not encourage the red to blend with the purple, and that might look kind of funky. Well, not that I'm worried about it looking funky because let's face it, it already looks funky. But I don't want to blend it all in together specifically. There we go. There we go. Ooh, almost colored the wrong spot. That's a little better. Okay. Okay, I think I'm ready to go on to the red one. But first, let's get that charcoal out. I had it handy. I had it ready to go. I think what I'm going to do is first I'm going to go up here because I kind of want it to look, see how it's glowing kind of right here. kind of want it to look the same way up here. And I can only use this before I put the pencil down because it doesn't blend as well afterward, but I can always use a white gel pen afterward. Thank you, Lisa Matrakin, for that tip. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I want to go over this way too. And then I'm going to get a Q-tip and I'm going to kind of blend it in. Even though you can't really see it, what it's doing right now, it's there. I can see it, but even if I held up the picture to the camera, I don't think it would show. So I'm just going to kind of scribble this stuff down and around these borders a little bit. And then I'm going to... I like how she's got these drawn right here where it looks like a chain of pearls, like a whole string of pearls. It's really cool. And this was done by Susan Carlson, Ruby Charm Colors. She's on Etsy and she's on Facebook. If you look up Ruby Charm Colors, that is her Etsy store name. She does these incredible, they're special order books. They're coloring books, but they're on black paper. And they are super, super fun to color in. I love them. You'd think I'd color in them more, but they're expensive. You can't buy them on Amazon. You have to buy them through her store because Amazon doesn't print on black paper. At least as far as I know, they don't. Getting some of that crumbly stuff away. There we go. It's coming along. Let's see, a little bit more up here. And let's put some, kind of going over some of the lines to tone them down a bit, even though I printed this up with the lighter set. There's like, I think there's, for this one, there's two sets. There's the picture with the dark black lines, and then there's this picture with the lighter lines that aren't quite so black. And even though I printed this up with the lighter lines, I think I'm still going to try and cover over some of these lines to give it a more glow effect. So, because I really like the way that looks. For no other reason, not trying to be completely and totally, you know, lifelike or anything, just having fun with it. I can't wait for Mermaid. Mermaid's going to be fun. I love coloring mermaids. And sea creatures. Very cool stuff. Okay, time for the Q-tip. I'll grab a Q-tip. Grab two Q-tips just in case. And we're just going to kind of smudge and blend all of that charcoal in. And then I'll get the red pencils out and we'll start with the red pencils. Well, I'll start with the red pencils. You can totally see where I've used the Q-tip. There's a little bit of the ink from the print coming off on the cotton, which is okay. Don't care. It's not going to change the picture any. There we go. That one can go to the side in case I need it later. You go sit over there. Just make sure I got everything here. I think that'll do it. Throw that away. So I don't try to use it again mostly. Wow, some people are just streaming like multiple times a day, which is fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with that at all. I think it's good right now, especially. People need it. A lot of people are alone and they don't want to feel alone, and that helps them. Okay, so I'm just getting out a bunch of reds: crimson, scarlet lake, raspberry, pomegranate, carmine red, crimson red, poppy red. What's this? Permanent red. Got all these reds. Let's get a, let's see here. Oh, I'm getting things all tangled up over here, because that's what I do. So you got my color wheel. So I kind of want to go, yeah, let's get a dark green. Super dark. The darkest that I have, I think, is this, which is called dark green, which kind of makes sense. So, yeehaw. And I think I want to get a lighter, see if I can find a lighter red. What's this? Not that one. Permanent. No, I think I've got them all. Scarlet. Yeah, I think I've got them all out already. So we'll just arrange these over here. Let's see, the red one's dark one. That one is a little purplish. Dark red. This must be Tuscan. I'll make sure. Tuscan Red. Yeah, that looks the same. There's no word on it except for the ED at the end of the red because it's all sharpened off. But it's a vintage barrel Prismacolor pencil and from my mother, and it's only that long. It's a little itty bitty guy. There we go. I think I'm going to keep this black. Let's see. Let's get a very thin. If I can find one. Oop, I wonder if it's over here. Nope. That must be it right there. I keep my blacks and whites all over here on the outside of my pencil cases so I don't have to go digging around for them because I rarely ever use them. Oh, that's not even a colored pencil. But when I do use them, I can never remember where they are if they're in a case. So, except my black. Is that a very thin? No, but that'll do. There we go. Prismacolor black. And that's just in case I need to darken something up beyond the green. Red and green will make a very good shadow, but it doesn't always make the best shadow. So, alrighty. So I'm going to start with my Tuscan Red, and I'm going to go in here and do some dark. I think I'm going to do a little bit of dark in the middle, and then the lighter out toward the edges where the white is. And that way I'll give it more of a glow, but I'm just going to go real light right here. On this paper, this red almost looks brown. go around those dots because I don't really want to color them in with this color. Make like a little shade, a little tiny, like a strip of this color that goes through there. Oops. Oh well, that dot's dust. Screwed that one up. And let's see, let's go, I think I'm going to go down here and do a little bit of dark too, just for contrast. You need contrast. Yep. Just a real light layer. I think I'm almost off screen here. There we go. That's better. I think I'll go down those pearly necklace things with a gel pen or something. That might be kind of neat. And since that is part of the jellyfish as well, I think I'm going to go through the middle of that with this darker color. Just like this. Oops. A little heavy-handed there. Actually, my pencil weighs a little bit more with this extender on it, so it's a little, I have to adjust. It doesn't weigh that much more. It's like barely, but I can tell, you know. So we're just going to go down the middle, kind of. Through here as well. And through here as well. And it looks like I got a mistake line right there from, I don't know, touching my paper when I shouldn't have with my pencil. Oh well. Like I said, I'm not that worried about it. It's fixable. It's fixable. This is supposed to be relaxing, right? I need to quit worrying about that stuff. There we go. It's a little better. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you were saying that you think her books are awesome. You like her books too? That's really cool. Sure, her Facebook group is fun. They've always got all kinds of cool stuff going on. Let's put some in here too. It's another part, another jellyfish part. There we go. I think that'll work. Okay, my next color is going to be, what's this? Crimson. Is that, let's see, Crimson Red or Crimson Lake? Which one is darker? Battle of the Crimsons. Ooh. Well, Crimson Red is darker, Crimson Lake is darker. So since that is not as dark as the Tuscan Red, but a little lighter, I'm just going to go kind of around the edge of the shadowy part that I just put in with the next lightest color. It's going to be like 5 different kinds of red in here. Maybe. Haven't decided if I'm going to use all of them yet, but that's okay. I mean, I just wanted to get them all out in case I wanted to use a lot of them. That way I wouldn't have to stop and search for them. It's always better that way. Again, I'm using light pressure, not real heavy pressure. Oh. That looks good, I think. It's looking good. Decent anyway. Yep. Like this. Go up a little further on these guys. Now I'm starting to get into the edges of the white charcoal, which it looks really cool. It's really hard to see though because my coloring is so light right now. And I realize that it'll become evident as I add more color how well the charcoal blends with the Prismacolor pencils, or vice versa. It's actually the other way around, but there we go. I think this needs a little bit more up here. It's kind of pretty. Just a little tad right there, a little touch. Touch of the red right there. Yep. Okay, so that's my next one. Now after that, I think I'm going to use this. Let's see here. What is this one? Pomegranate, I think, is going to be too pink. No, not necessarily. But let's look for Crimson Red, Crimson Lake, Permanent Red. Let's see what the Permanent Red looks like. Or the Poppy Red. Is this Poppy Red? Yeah, let's have a battle of the reds. That's really bright. That's even brighter. That's a lot of orange in the Poppy Red. I think I'm going to save that one for later. But the, let's see, the Permanent Red, that's got a lot of orange in it. It's more orangey red. I think I'm going to go for Carmine and see what happens there. See, that's just like lipstick. Wonder if I have any different colors of red. Oh, let's try one of these. Let's go over here to the Black Widows. And I think I'm going to go for, what's this? Let's see what Blood Diamond looks like. Oh, that's got a lot of blue in it, which actually might not be bad for the shading on the darker part. I think I'm going to go over the darker parts with this Blood Diamond from the Black Widows. Just a little bit. It adds a little bit more red pigment, I think. But because I'm blending it with the other reds, it looks pretty cool. Hey, Mia. It wouldn't let you in on your iPad? That's weird. Well, how you doing, Mia? It's good to see you. I'm sorry about your troubles getting in there. YouTube is just like, I think it's just overloaded or something. It's just freaking out. Oh yeah, that looks really good. A little bit more pigments. Little less I don't know. A little more red there. So we're good. You could totally see the color change right in front of my eyes. It's so cool. Yeah, I love Ruby Charm too. It was my first, when I first started coloring, it was my first Facebook group. First one. And I was like super happy to find it because, first of all, the artwork is incredibly good. I mean, she just does really cool stuff. But secondly, because Susan Carlson is a really cool person. She's just really sweet. And it's not like you're her customer, you know, it's more like you're her friend. And I realize, you know, this is an online friend. It's not like, you know, she's got her best friends. She's got real life friends. But it still seems like she tries to make everyone feel special and important. So it's really, I think it's a really good place to be, a really good group to join on Facebook. A little bit over here. Oh, I like that. That is a really nice color. Yeah. She's always giving away free stuff. She worked constantly. And she colors her own work too. I mean, most of them do, but most artists do. But she does like what Lisa Matrakan does, and she puts videos up and stuff like that. And then she if she finds some colors that she likes, or a type of pencil or something that she likes a lot, or watercolor paints or something, she's sure to mention those in the you know, in the videos or in her blog posts and stuff. And I like that. I really like that. She uses KB Designs mica watercolor paints. Oh my God, those paints. I have a tiny set that I got a long while ago, and they are amazing. They're from England. She's based in England. But they're handmade watercolors, and they're really, really nice. Let's see. Let's go for, where's that? Oh, that one says fire. Let's see what that one looks like. Very bright, very different than these others. It's not quite what I want. Let's see here. Let's go to, what's this? Ladybug. I'll do that one. Let's see what that one looks like. Ooh, that's nice and bright. I like that. I'm going to sharpen the tip on this, though. Mia, I'm feeling okay. I don't feel 100% yet, but I really missed being on live stream. I wanted to come on anyway. It's kind of addicting, you know. So yeah, I went back to sleep after I got up and ate breakfast, and I slept until like 10 o'clock because I had a really rough night. I had low blood sugar during the night, and it wakes me up because it makes me sweat a lot, and I hate sweating when I'm sleeping. So so being that warm woke me up, and I had to get up and take care of that. And I was up for a couple hours in the middle of the night. So, I mean, from like a little bit before 2 to almost 4, 3:30, 4 o'clock, I was awake. So it's always like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So then I went back to sleep. And then, of course, my husband gets up at usually around 5-ish, or whenever the dog gets him up. And the dog, he doesn't wake me up. The dog wakes me up. So he wakes me up drinking his water, because he, you know, when a dog laps up his water, it's really loud, especially if there's no other noise in the house. So yeah, but he has to have water, and I realize that, and I don't complain about it, because I mean, he's been asleep all night. He needs his water. So that wakes me up, and I usually just go right back to sleep. But this morning I was still having a hard time because of the low blood sugar. It makes me feel really bad. And so I went back to sleep after breakfast, and then I woke up again, and I felt a little better. The weather is absolutely gorgeous outside right now. It's probably like, I don't know, 70 degrees, super clear, nice breeze. It's really beautiful. I wish it would stay like this all year and not get to 120 degrees, but hey, girl can wish, right? So I'm using Ladybug of the Black Widow set, And I'm going to go over these with these colors, over this jellyfish with these. I'm just doing it red, all red, but I'm doing it in gradients. So, and I've already got the white charcoal down, so hopefully it'll look like it's glowing when I'm done. And it already looks really good. I mean, I don't know if you can see it much from, but I've got it like, I've got the dark spots. I've started with the darkest. So I'm doing the darkest first, and then I'm going to go up. I keep looking outside, and it's incredible. Yesterday it was very cloudy, and a storm came in the evening, and we got maybe, you know how when it sprinkles, but it doesn't even, you can't even classify it as sprinkle. We got spit on. Thank you, Mia. Oh man, I'm sorry about the buffering. I just really think that YouTube is overwhelmed. The whole internet is overwhelmed. But thank you for letting me know, because that's important to me. So I'm kind of going over the dark spots with this lighter red, but I'm basically concentrating on around the edges of it to create my gradient. Okay, well, hopefully it'll stay good and it won't keep acting up. You hear that, YouTube? Rule number 1, YouTube, don't be a dick. Sorry for my language, guys. But it is an adult live stream, you know. Mark would have giggled at that, but he's a little occupied. He's working. Although I gotta say, he's making the best of it, because him and his teammates are joking back and forth about bad hair days. And well, he's got, his hair is like halfway down his back, and it's all really gorgeous silvery gray. And oh, hi Mark.
So
talking about your
silverback.
A silverback, only if it's attached to your back.
Could be.
And if you have hair attached, that much hair attached to your back, I'm not touching you.
Okay.
Mia says, everybody says hi. Mia and Selena.
Hi.
Yeah, he's working, but he's out.
I'm gonna take the puppy out here in a second.
He's taking the dog out. It's his break.
Yeah, I just wanted to share some really good news.
What's that?
Yesterday, I wore something that I haven't worn in 5 years, and it fit.
What'd you wear?
A scarf.
Smart ass.
Come on, let's be positive.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. I'm positively mortified. There. See what I have to deal with? Yeah, he's grounded. See what I got to deal with, man? Oh, no, he makes me laugh. It's a good thing. He's a good guy. He's always coming up with the bad jokes. If there was a bad joke treasury, it would be in his head. Yep. One of these days, I'm going to have a bad joke contest or something. Have everybody join in. What's the worst joke you know? It doesn't have to be funny, but it does have to be bad, you know? That would be kind of fun, I think. The prize for the worst joke is the worst. It's the ugliest Christmas sweater. There you go. Oh my goodness. Oh. He said it was really nice and cool out this morning when he got up at 5 o'clock to take the dog out. Yeah, he starts work at 6, but it's funny, you know, he works for an insurance company and he works from home. And the insurance company that he works for is based in Ohio, I think. Corolla, Hi there, sweetie. It's good to see you. You get to listen before you go to sleep today or tonight. How are the kitty babies? How are you? How are the cats? Oh, yeah, Mia, you have like a bunch of animal babies, don't you? I love looking at pictures of people's pets or fur babies, however you want to put it. I just love it. There's one guy that I know, sort of know him. He lives in Phoenix. It's not too far away. It's like 45 minutes away. And I've met him in real life. He's a photographer, and he's a very good photographer too. And he's got he's got birds, and I think he's got a couple of cats. But one of his birds looks like an African gray. And he's got a video on Facebook of the bird doing the whole mwah, like that. Give us a kiss. Thank you. Give us a kiss. And then it goes mwah, like that. It's really, really cute. And the whole time it's doing this, it's dancing. So I just love it. I just love it. I know it's something that's really simple and all, but I just think it's adorable. I always wanted to have a bird and teach it how to talk and, say certain things. And knowing me, because I have a potty mouth, it would probably end up saying swear words mostly, but yeah. Definitely going to go over those little pearl necklace things with a gel pen, I think. Just make little dots. That should look really cool. I might actually use that fire pencil, because the way this is going, I think I'm going to need it. Although I really like the combination of colors. This is really good. Let's put some of this lighter red here down the center. Sometimes I just get lost in the coloring. It's just like when I draw on graphite, sometimes I just get lost in it. Look up at the clock and it's 2 hours later than it was the last time I looked at the clock, which is fine. I mean, what else am I going to do now, right? Go to the hospital with your boyfriend. Oh no. Corolla, ouch. Oh. Yeah, Mia Bear. 3 chihuahuas, man. We used to, when we rented a house in Phoenix for a little while, and we had a fenced-in backyard. Most of it was brick wall, but there was a gate on one side that you could open it so you could drive a pretty good-sized vehicle into the backyard. And underneath this fence part was a space. It was like, I don't know, 4 inches tall. And we didn't know it at first, but oh my God, Lulu, hi. How are you, Lulu? Mark isn't here right now. He's outside, but he's still working until 2:30. So he's got an hour and a half before he gets off of work. But anyway, we didn't know it when we moved in, or for a few months after we moved in, because we only lived there for about a year. But the people across the street had 2 chihuahuas, and they let their dogs run all over the place. And we didn't know it, but one of those dogs kept going under our gate and coming into the backyard and laying on our yard, because we had this little patch of grass and it was really, soft and cool. And I get it, but, oh, thank you, Lulu. I'm still not feeling 100%. It's just my stomach. It's because of the surgery. I have problems with my digestive system because they took part of it out. So, you know how that goes. So yeah, one of these little chihuahuas would come from across the street and it would lay in our backyard. And so when we took our dog out, it would split, right? It would run away. It would go back under the gate and make its way across the street and go away. And But our dog could smell it, of course. So he would go in the backyard and he'd be all over this patch of grass and he'd be sniffing and, you know, running back and forth like it would, like, oh my God, there's a dog here somewhere. I got to find it. Well, we didn't realize what was going on until one night, evening, actually. I looked out in the backyard and I saw this dog laying in our backyard. Our dog was inside the house, obviously, but this dog is laying in our backyard, just like chilling, all comfy. And the second I rattled that doorknob to go outside, that thing took off like a shot. So we had these pieces of 4x4 that we got for keeping the pigeons out of our, we eliminated pigeon perches with these blocks of wood. So we wouldn't have pigeons up underneath our patio roof, because in the morning they would wake me up cooing. I mean, it would echo in there. It was loud. And so I put them under the gate. I put them like against the gate, and it didn't come back in the gate. It couldn't get in. But these were little tiny dogs, you know, it could squeeze under that gate, no problem without the wood there. It's kind of annoying, actually. So yeah, so then they would just come over in our front yard, and their yard didn't have any grass in it. Our front yard didn't have any grass in it. It had rocks in it, but they'd come over in our front yard and they'd poop in our front yard. It was like, you know, oh, you're not going to let me in your backyard anymore? Well, that's what I think about that kind of thing. That's how I looked at it. I know that's not really what they were doing, but it's how I looked at it. It's just the mentality of the behavior of a dog that doesn't have any boundaries, you know. And there are leash laws here, but those people didn't pay attention to them. Very annoying. Now no one can leave their house, pretty much, unless they're just going for a walk. So I wonder what those dogs are doing now. You can't help but wonder. Hello, Carolyn Pruitt. Good to see you. Oh, and I would like to say thank you to all of my new subscribers, because you guys are making this channel a success. So thank you very, very much. Couldn't do it without you. Y'all know that. Okay. What was I doing? Let's see. Ladybug. Let's put this one back here in the case. And I'm going to get a lighter red, I think. Oh, that's pumpkin. That's not red. Fire. I'm going to go for this fire color because it's a little lighter, but I have to sharpen it. It's pointy now. So I'm going to take this around. First of all, I'm going to color in some of this that doesn't have any color in it, because this is a lighter red. It's almost an orangey red. And then I think I'll go over the top of it with carmine red from the Prismacolor. And this color is a Black Widow. Actually, it's a Cobra, Black Widow Cobra. It's called Fire. Kind of taking it into that white charcoal that's on the page already. I think what I'm going to do, let's see, give me the Tuscan. Let's take the Blood Diamond, the Black Widow Blood Diamond. Is this a Black Widow? No, that's a Cobra as well. I think what I'm going to do is just make this really, really dark right here, and this little notch, and blend it down a little bit. And it's in this one as well. Oh, heck, I'll just do all the little notches. There we go. That looks better. Well, I think it looks better. Gives it a little bit of contrast within the same color range. Oh my, that is really a beautiful color. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of purple in that, though. I think I may have to go over that again, because it looks like, now that I'm putting a lot of pigment down, it looks very pink. But when I was putting it over the top of the other colors, it didn't look quite so pink. Just pull that color down a little bit. Oh, wow. Well, hey, if you've got a channel, put 3 hearts or 3 something up in the chat and let everyone know that you have a channel, and we can go subscribe. I always tell people, subscribe to other channels. You don't have to commit to watch anything, but if you subscribe, it helps the channel. So, you know, I've got a lot of, I'm subscribed to a lot of channels, but I can't, obviously, cannot watch everything. I do kind of mix it and watch stuff. So you can't get their channel. What? You can't? Why not? Oh, thank you, Corolla. Hey, that's neat, Carolyn. I didn't know you could put up little icons that look like YouTube things. That's neat. Ah, emoticons. That's cool. But yeah, you guys, try to make an effort, though. I mean, if you can't get to the channel from the chat, at least try to make an effort and go subscribe to other channels. Even if, you know, you can't watch them all the time, it's still going to help the channels. So that's why I always say that we need to support each other, especially now, especially now. Just give that a little bit of contrast there. I think that looks pretty good. It's going to help it, it's going to help the glow look better. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of this way up here in the notch. This is green. It's Prismacolor dark green, and this is just for contrast. I was going to put black in, but the green, the dark green, is just doing the job really well. It's not black, so it's not really stark, but it kind of, it offsets the red enough that it looks like a really deep shadow. So we're gonna go through there. Just a little bit. And maybe a little over here. Yeah. Now I'm going to go back over that again with B. What is this? Blood Diamond. Just way up there in the corner. Way up there right beside the green. Just going for that contrast. But I don't want it to look green. I want it to look just dark. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Now I'm going to use the fire again. And bring the reddish colors down into the main body of that shape. Of each shape individually. And I don't know what else to call it. It's just a shape. It's, you know, a jellyfish. So it's a very fluid type animal. It's very cool. Jellyfish are amazing. Oh, wait, I'm trying to get subs and I do sub back. Cool. I had to approve that, Carolyn. I don't know why. I don't get what YouTube is doing with that one, but Lulu, your cat is walking all over you. Is that you speaking literally or figuratively? Just kidding. Aw. Our babies sure do like to cuddle with us sometimes, huh? My cat has started sleeping with me at night for at least part of the night. She's crabby too. If I don't go to bed like by 10 o'clock, she'll wait. She'll like sit in the middle of the room and wait for me to climb into bed, and then she'll curl up on beside me and all of that. She's like rather insistent. Pushy even. Pushy little booger. She is cute though. So's the dog, but they can be annoying too. Our dog doesn't bark a whole lot though. He used to. He's getting old. I don't think he can hear as well, so he doesn't go into alert, kind of mode, and he doesn't bark a whole lot anymore. Oh, for heaven's sake, another. Yeah, they do like their routine, especially cats. I think it's really funky how cats will. Our cat does this thing where she'll like prowl around the house. I call it being a land shark. She prowls around the house like twice a day, and she just paces like around the furniture and up through the hallway and back down the hallway and back out in the living room and around the table, and she just does this. Well, I was watching or reading something about the behavior of cats, and that's actually a behavior that comes from wildcats. And what it is an instinctual behavior to survey the edges and the area that they live in and make sure there aren't any dangers within. Not that there would be any dangers inside of a house, but it's such an instinctual drive that they do it anyway. And I thought that was pretty incredible. And it kind of gives a testimony to how much of the wild is still in a cat. I think it's just really, really interesting. Wild cats do it too, where they'll just like once or twice or maybe 3 times a day, they'll just prowl around. And that's what they're doing. They're just taking stock of what is going on in their territory. So I thought that was incredibly interesting. But I like stuff like that. So a little bit lighter around the edges here. Wow, these colors are amazing. Let's see, what other kinds of reds do I have in here? What's this one? This one is Scorpion. It says Blood Red. That one, ooh, that one's probably really dark. Why do I have a broken lead? That just upsets me. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, there's my very thins. Oh, sweet. Oh, that's my dark skin set. That's cool too. Gosh, I love these Black Widows. They're really neat. So I'm going to use this fire and bring the red color almost up to the edge. I'm inside the border where I've colored with the white charcoal. So it's blending. It's still red, but you can see it. Well, maybe you can't see it, but you can see it like right here where it's blending with the white charcoal. It's kind of creamy colored now. It's kind of neat. Oh, thank you, Mia. Well, going around in little tiny circles for this coloring, for on this guy, because I kind of wanted it to all blend in together and have a really nice smooth gradient. Where is my, let's see. Yeah, Blood Diamond. I'm going to use this a little bit more, this darker red around these dots. Because I'm thinking maybe I'll just color those really, really light, something really light. Kind of reminds me of one of those Amanita mushrooms with the white specks on the top, the super poisonous ones. I love mushrooms. They're so pretty and unusual, and they come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. I think I'm going to use a little bit of that Tuscan Red too. The Prismacolor Tuscan Red. I think I'm going to bring that back and put a little bit more of that up inside of here in the center part, because it is really dark, very, very saturated red. I love that color. That's why my Tuscan Red is that long. Because I use it a lot. Yeah. See, now it looks like it's bordering on black. Almost blackish red, which I like because that's kind of what I wanted right down the center anyway. Yay, the iPad's working. Yay. Way cool. Oh, I don't know what day it's going to be, but I am going to be a guest on another live stream. I don't know if this is something that everyone would be interested in. Probably not, but Lisa Matrakin right now is doing Monday through Thursday, every day at the same time. I think it's 2:30 or something. She's doing a live stream, and it's survival. My tongue doesn't work. Survival coloring, and I think today they're going to have a guest who actually recovered from the coronavirus, and they're going to be available to ask questions to. But later in the week, I'm going to be a guest, and what I'm going to be talking about coincides with the coloring that she's going to be doing. She's going to be showing how to color crystals and making them glow and all of that. And she wanted me to come on and talk about actual crystals and what can be done with them. So while I'm not an expert on crystals, because I don't think anyone is, I think there's always so much to learn that no one can be a complete expert on this subject, just like with any subject, really. I do know a lot about crystals, and so I was like, yeah, I'll do it. She asked me, and I was just like, cool. So I'm gonna be there for, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes. I won't have any trouble filling up 10 or 15 minutes to talk about crystals. But if you look for yeah, Carolyn, I love crystals too. I've been studying crystals and semi-precious stones and herbs for about 35 years. So like I said, I'm not an expert, but I do have a lot of knowledge about some of the stuff that is involved with them. I don't do, everything that you can do with a crystal. I don't do everything that you can do with a crystal, but I don't do everything that you can do with herbs either. But I do know enough to keep myself out of trouble. So anyway, I'm inviting you all, if you'd like to, just look up Lisa Matrakin, and I let's see if I can find her. See if I can find her link. There she is. And I'll put this in the chat. And then this is a link to her YouTube channel. Copy. And you can go and check it out. She does all kinds of really, really wonderful tutorials. Oh my God, her dark skin tutorial and the crystal tutorial and the one about coloring a silver teapot. Those are really, really good. So if you're interested in something like that, go check it out. She also has freebies in her Facebook group that coincide with the videos that she puts out as the tutorial videos. So while she's showing you how to color these things, you can actually be working on the same picture that she is working on. And of course you've got the advantage. You can stop the video and catch up to her and then turn the video back on, follow step by step. It's really, really cool. Where's my sidekick when I need him? I know, man, about her. She's got a whole lot of coloring books out there that you can get, and she's got an Etsy store. And I think her Etsy store, if you just look up Lisa Matrakin on Etsy, or if you go to one of her videos and click the link, I think she's got a link below all of her videos in the description box, where you can just click on that and you can go to her Etsy store. She's got all kinds of really, really cool stuff. So I recommend checking it out at the very least. She's got a peacock. She lives in Chile, and she's got a peacock, and she uses his feathers she makes stuff, and she puts them in her Etsy store. And the other day she did a live stream, and she was wearing a pair of earrings with peacock feathers, and I was just like, oh, because they were so beautiful. I just wanted to like sneak in there and sneak them out of her ears and take them. Seriously though, I would love to have a pair of those. Those are really cool. But I'm just hesitant to order anything from that far away right now because of all of the delays in mail and stuff. Now, I find it strange, speaking of delays in mail, I find it strange that some things that are sent, there is no delay. And then other things that are sent, like I ordered 2 boxes of alcohol swabs for my injections like a month and a half ago, and they still haven't gotten here. It says they've been shipped, and that's all I can tell. I ordered them from Amazon, and I still haven't received them. I don't know what the heck's up with that. So, and I don't understand it, because obviously I'm not ordering alcohol swabs for, because I just feel like ordering some alcohol swabs. I'm ordering them because they are a necessity for me. So I don't understand how they can say, oh, we're shipping quickly with necessary items, but your other things like glue for crafting or paint or colored pencils, we're not shipping those priority. They're not a priority. But people are ordering stuff like glue, and like one lady that I know, she lives in Italy, she ordered a 50 case of glue so she wouldn't run out. Glue sticks. It's a 50 case glue. She got it in like 3 days. And I was just like, well, how the hell does that work? I can order alcohol swabs that don't come in for a month and a half, and she gets her glue in 3 days. How is that? What is going on there? I don't know. I don't get it. So anyway, that's what's been going on here. I'm going to go around this little crease here with a little dark. Oh, I need my Tuscan Red. The Tuscan Red is what I used. You can tell I'm really prepared. And I kind of wanted to make sure that that wasn't all a black line anyway, because the black line it wouldn't be black. It would be dark, and you might not be able to decipher the color, so it would look dark, but I don't want it to look black. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Okay, now we're going to pull this gradient down a little bit. And then get the fire color in here. There we go. Much better. I like it. Let's see. Blur my eyes and see what I need to do here. I think I need a little bit more down here. But not all. I don't want to color it all in red. I wanted to leave some of it white, so I could just pull that glow type of thing down. And what was I going to? I was going to use the carmine. Was I not going to use? There's carmine. Let's see. Is this too orange? No, I think that'll. What is this? What does this button do? That's poppy red. That one's a really orange one. So I think what I'm going to do is go like just a little around the edge with this. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Oops. Let's see. Oh, I'm doing it again. I'm doing the whole Edward Scissorhands pencil thingy. I get teased about that. I don't care. It's good to be teased and laugh at yourself sometimes. Katrina and Pat McKnight. Hello, everybody. It's good to see all of you. How is everyone doing? I'm Getting there. Still not 100%. Still don't feel 100%, but I'm getting there. I'm resting a lot. And no, it's not corona. It's just my messed up digestive system from the surgeries. It just sometimes it just backfires on me and I don't feel good. But how are you guys? I think I'm going to need a little bit more of this blood diamond right here, just to pull down some darker. Make it kind of a blobbish shape. Yes, it's a technical term, blobbish. Let's get some darker in there. And I think I'm going to go over this a little bit more with this blood diamond over the top of the Tuscan Red that's over here. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, thank you, Lulu. You're so sweet. Hey, Rochelle. Good to see you, lady. Linda. Oh, no problem. You're not late. I'm still here. Don't plan on going anywhere for at least, what, 40 minutes? 45? I don't know. Something like a half an hour. Pat, me too. Tuscan Red is awesome. I may have to get up and get myself some more water. I've almost drank that whole 16-ounce bottle since I've sat down here to do this live stream, which is good. Okay, what are we using? Fire. Okay. This is fire from the Cobra set from the Black Widows. Well, Cobra's the Cobra, but you know what I mean. The Black Widow company people. I hear that if you want open stock on these pencils, you have to contact the guy that that sells them, and he's very willing to work with you. So if you have the Black Widow set or Cobra or Scorpion set, it is possible to get open stock, which I'm totally jazzed to hear. Totally. I'm glad to hear that you're fine, Katrina. Totally. I'm glad you didn't miss me too, Linda. I'm glad I didn't miss you. Oh. Gosh, you guys are so sweet to each other. I just love seeing that. People can be so mean. We got reported. Somebody reported. I have a garden in my front yard. And the garden, it's kind of wild. And I did that on purpose because if you let your garden go a little bit wild, it's more likely that the environment and the pollinators in the environment will accept it as a natural place. And then they'll come and they'll pollinate for you. And so I kind of let it grow a little bit wild. Now, granted, there are some weeds in there that I've been pulling a little bit at a time, but I'm not capable of doing a lot of yard work right now. So we got somebody reported our yard, the yard next to us, and the yard at the end of the block. And this is 3 houses in a row. And so the city, Apache Junction city code compliance officer came out and was talking to us about it yesterday. And she's like, so tell me about this yard. Why does it look this way? And oh, Corolla, no longer. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll try to go over. I don't know if I will, because of course that all depends on whether or not I have an episode of low blood sugar or, I get really hungry or something like that. But I'll try to go over a little bit at least. I don't have a problem with that. I would love to stay on for hours. I really would. Anyway, so she came in and she came to our house yesterday and she was like, tell me all about what you've got in your yard. And I was telling her all about, I've got a lot of medicinals. I've also got some fennel, and I'm trying to grow some other things that are edible. And yeah, Corolla, don't worry. Who would report me? Somebody who had too much time on their hands. I mean, let's face it, right now, everybody is freaking bored. everybody's bored unless you're like us and we have coloring or crafts to do. And so we keep ourselves occupied, which is super spectacular. I love that about our community. But apparently this person had way too much time on their hands. And that's about the first thing that this compliance officer said. She's like, look, people just are looking for things to do. They're walking along and they're bored and they want to stir up trouble because they're not nice people, basically. So anyway, I was out there and I was telling her, you know, this plant is for this and that plant is for that. And this is what this is called and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I know all of the plants in my yard. I put them there, most of them. And what I didn't put there, I looked up and I found out what they were. In fact, I have a, you know, those, it's a hibiscus. It's like a blue violet. That's what it's called. A blue violet hibiscus. It's relatively rare and they don't grow indigenously here, but they will grow here. And this one got planted probably because of bird droppings out by our mailbox. It's in a perfect spot. And I'm not going to clip it down because it's now about 3 feet tall and I didn't do it, but I do know what it is. So, I was telling her that some of the stuff I use in my spiritual practices, and she's like, she came back a little while later with a notebook and she's like, I'm so glad you said that because we are not allowed to interfere with spiritual practices no matter what they are. So it was a good thing that I mentioned that, although I did hesitate when I did it because I was like, you know, I don't go preaching and I don't go, you know, I don't want to just like talk about it out of the clear blue sky because I respect that everyone has their beliefs and some people don't like to hear a bunch of stuff about what other people believe because it spurs arguments and sometimes even bad feelings. And I'm not one to do that. But because I mentioned it, she was like, if I put that in my report, it will help you. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. So she was really, really nice. And she was actually working for us. She was looking for ways that we could keep it relatively the same as it is now, but not be violating any city ordinances. So it wasn't as bad as it sounds. It actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. And it was all because this lady was really willing to listen to us. But yeah, to put it simply, not the nicest people. And I don't know about you guys, but this whole situation has changed me a little bit in that I see how I can be better. You know what I mean? I don't have to, I don't even know how to put that into words. I don't have to look at something and go, oh, here's the good and here's the bad. I just look at something and go, that's the way it is. And here's how I'm going to react to it. And I can choose to react positively or negatively. So it's oh, thank you, Mia. I'm really liking the reds, But yeah, so I've learned from this that, you know, I needed to relax a little bit. I just needed to relax a little bit and just let things go. And I think other people, especially those people that are report happy in our neighborhood, need to just relax a little bit, dudes. Come on. We've all got enough to do. We've all got enough to worry about. We don't need you going around and looking for stuff to report to make life harder for other people. I mean, it's not going to hurt this person if my yard stays the same. I don't even know who they were. Obviously, they haven't come into my yard. So I'm just like, why? Oh, well. Yeah, it was crazy. That's okay. We'll handle it. She gave us till the end of May to get stuff situated, to clip back what we need to clip back, and you know, get the yard a little bit more, she said, cultured looking. I supplied her with the words, but she's like, yeah, cultured. That's what I'm thinking this person is wanting to see. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to conform to that rule. My yard is going to be overgrown because that's the environmental norm around here. And my yard, it really is a sanctuary for indigenous wildlife. I mean, we've got quail, we had squirrel, rabbits, What else? Oh, a hawk one day came in. A little hawk. It was like, I don't know, one of the smaller variety. Lovebirds, they've started coming in, and lovebirds are twitchy, man. They are twitchy. We've got wild lovebirds, the rosy cheeked ones. They'll come in and they have started to come in and perch in my trees and sing. And that is a big accomplishment because generally they are so skittish, they won't stay and hang out if you're out in the yard. And they have started once in a while coming in and just perching and letting me take pictures of them. So that's cool. We've got yellow finches, goldfinches. They're goldfinches. That's what they're called. That come in, and hummingbirds building nests out in our front yard. It's amazing. It's just, I love it. I love it so much. Just watching all of that stuff. The only problem with having so many birds in the front yard is that the neighbors' cats think it's their feeding ground. So we kind of have to keep an eye out on that because they'll hide in the we've got like ground cover out there. I've got like a whole bunch of mugwort ground cover growing, and it's beautiful. It's very healthy. I don't use any pesticides. I let the plants and animals take care of that. And we have lots and lots of grasshoppers and ladybugs too. So yeah. Sugar water? No. You do not. No, I do not use sugar water. I just use oh, Lulu, thank you. That's how I feel about you guys too. If somebody's mean to you guys, they better run. Not that I could do much, but I have a pea shooter. Peas hurt. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know, Corolla. They sound so funky, don't they? It's like they're talking to the birds. Yesterday when we were out there were a bunch of sparrows. I had just given them some bird feed, which I don't do every day anymore because it's just too expensive. But we have a little bird feeder that hangs out on our eaves in front of the front window of the living room. And oh, you guys, you're so sweet. You're gonna make me cry. Cut it out. Oh my gosh. Anyway, the sparrows were up in the trees hollering at us yesterday when we were out there with that code compliance officer because they were like, "Hey, get away from my feeder. I want my seeds." It was really funny. There were like 7 of them up in the tree just chittering away. Oh, Corolla, you guys, I swear it, you're going to make me cry. I'm not kidding. I'm just going to keep coloring, okay? I am using fire right now. It's kind of an orangey red, but I still like it. It looks pretty neat. And this is where I put really heavy charcoal too. Yeah, you like the way I changed the subject there? Oh, I love you guys too. You're so sweet. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my God, you guys, I got the most incredible happy mail this week. Oh my God. I don't think I'm allowed to say who sent it, but oh, look at this. I'll show you a couple things. First of all, look at this cool case. This case is awesome. I love the stars. And it's Marco Raffine watercolor pencils that I haven't used yet because I just got them, but I'm going to use them because they look really cool. And I've wanted a set of these. I wanted to try a set of these and I just couldn't. But yay, look at that. Isn't that neat? And a paintbrush came with them. Look at that. I'm so happy. There's that. And then, oh my God, there's, gouache paint. And these, I was super, super happy. Look at this. These are watercolor paints. There's alizarin orange, which I did not have. This one is phthalo green. And this one is cobalt blue, which is my favorite blue ever. Cobalt blue. Isn't that cool? Oh my God. And then a whole bunch of really, really old book pages. Hold on a second. That I have put inside these page protectors because I didn't want anything to happen to them. But this is from an old Sears catalog. Isn't that neat? It's oh, sorry about the glare. There we go. It's lamps. And oh my gosh, if you even knew how much I love these old lamps. We had, when I was growing up, we lived in downtown Phoenix and our house was really, really old. We had real hardwood floors and all kinds of great, I mean, the house was from like the early 1900s. It was beautiful. It was small, but it was really beautiful. But yeah, look at these. Aren't these cool? So I'm going to scan this and I'm going to use it for like a collage paper for my journals. Then I've got, I don't know what these are from, but if you look, January 9th, 1935, and this is on onion skin, and it's a typewritten letter, and I'm not sure exactly what it's from, but oh my God, how cool. Oh my gosh. But I was looking at these and I was just like, oh my God. But this is the best thing ever. This is from an old hymnal, I believe. And I think it's German. The pages are slightly blue. And look at that absolutely gorgeous writing. It is so beautiful. Oh my God. And I was just looking at, I didn't even want to touch them because I was just like, I might get a fingerprint on them. And then this is, I'm not sure what language this is in. I think it's German as well, but it looks like it's from a book, like a novel. Oh my God. And the writing is just gorgeous. Just absolutely beautiful. I just can't even believe it. And then this is really cool. Select Circulating Library. This is from 1841, and it's too big for a page protector, so it's not in a page protector. But I'm going to have to figure something out because this is incredible. Waldy's Select Circulating Library, Journal of Polite Literature, which I thought was a hoot. But I mean, it's got all these people. It looks like it's one of those things that just local people wrote stuff and sent it in. So we've got a poem called Twilight by Mrs. Norton, Spring by Lord Jeffrey. This one is called The Bride of Lammermoor. I mean, this stuff is incredible. 1841. Oh my God. And then there's let's see, Currants and Gooseberries. This is from 1937. And then a page of shorthand, which I'm sorry, if anybody here can read shorthand, my hat's off to you because wow, it's like Japanese. It's like all pictures or something. Really cool. This is from an old math book from 1957, Mathematics Made Simple. This is super cool. I just love it. I just love it. And then this on the back, you can't really, I don't want to take it out, but it's from an old typing book. And believe it or not, this typing book, I'm going to date myself here. This looks like the same typing book I used in high school, which was really old to begin with. And we used those old, you know, those giant Smith Corona manual typewriters, and they had the little ribbon inside of it. That's what we used. And they weighed about 80 pounds. We had to get those out of the shelf and put them on our desk and use those every time we took typing class and then put them away at the end of the hour or 2 hours or however long it was. I don't remember. But oh my God, same book. Then there's this. This is Uncle Wiggily and his flying rug. This is adorable. And this book, for being what it is in excellent condition because, I mean, yes, it's got a crease down the middle of the cover, but all of the pages are there and they're not all crackly. And I think, let me see. I thought I had what year it was. I think I did, and I forgot. I'm just afraid to. Oh, here it is. The last copyright date on this is 1931. Is that not the coolest thing ever? Oh my God. So I was just like looking through all this stuff, and this isn't even all of it. I was looking through this stuff and I was just like, oh my God, this is the coolest stuff. And one more thing that I got to show you, and I don't want to offend anyone. Please don't think that this is what I'm doing, but this is a deck of tarot cards that is really, really old. And I probably, if I could, I would frame these because they're so beautiful. The art, and that's half the reason why I get the tarot decks that I have, because I was collecting them, is because the artwork is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. I think these are Italian. Just incredible. I love these. I love these so much. They're just beautiful. I absolutely adore them. So I was just like going through this box of stuff, and when the postal worker gave it to me, it was really heavy, and I was like, holy crap, that's really heavy. And then it hit me like who it was from and what it was, and I was like, no way. This should not be that heavy. So I opened it and I was just like, oh my God, I about fainted. Oh, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But this is an incredible deck. And oh, and there was little teeny tiny decks of playing cards. They were so cool. I think they're right here. In fact, let me just move this so nothing happens to them. That would upset me greatly. Oh yeah, they're right here. There we go. Look at these. Aren't these cute? They're so cute. Very careful. Very careful. There we go. But they're so adorable. And Zalti is a beer. I think it's a German beer. But look at these. These are so neat. And there's no aces. It's a 1. This is made in Belgium. There you go. Made in Belgium. But aren't these adorable? Oh my God. I love these. I think what I'll do is I'll put them all on I'll put them down and scan them, each suit separately and then cut them out on cardstock and use them that way. They're so cool though. Look how tiny they are. And I have small hands. They're so cute. I freaking love it. Cindy, hey, I missed you coming in. Good to see you. Belgium, I know, huh? Yay. They're so adorable though. I had to look it up on Google to see what they were, what Zalti was. So, but there's a picture on the front. I should have known, right? It's kind of cool. I really like them. They're super cool. So anyway, I was opening this stuff and I was just like almost in tears because it was just so incredible and generous, and it just brightened my week. I hope everyone is well still. My allergies. Whoa. Okay, let's get back to this. What am I doing? Okay, I am using Fire from the Cobra set of the Black Widows sets. And I'm just going over this where I went over with my white charcoal and blending it somewhat. I'm using really light pressure still. So yeah, those pages are going to be, especially the Psalm hymnal things on the blue paper. Those are going to be scanned into my computer, and I'm going to use the scans of them, and then put the originals away because I don't want anything to happen to them. Those are just incredible. I was completely floored, completely blown away by that whole package. And then glue. I got glue sticks, which I was super happy to see, of course, because getting glue sometimes, oh my God, I've heard of people. The one lady in Italy got her glue in 3 days, and I've heard of other people waiting 2 months. I don't understand at all. Oh my goodness. Yep. Oh, I'm thirsty again. I'm going to go get some water. I will be right back. Not going far though. It's just right here. Here I am. I'm back. Yay. I just thought of something. I think I'll do, let's see. Is there a really nice, bright, dark gamboge type yellow? Gamboge yellow is a watercolor color, and it is deep, bright, saturated yellow. It's a really good color when you're using it for, like, if you're coloring bees, if you're painting bees. And I wish, see, this one says mustard. Maybe. I think I'm going to do, or maybe I should go with that sunburst. Sunburst, yellow orange, sunburst. I wonder how close in color these two are. Let's see. Oh, that's way brighter. I think I'm going to use that instead. Oh, Cobra. This is Cobra Mustard 24, and it goes right there. I try to keep them all in order. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little bit over the very edge of my red with this yellow. Once I get all of the red in there, maybe that will be more pleasing to my eye and make it glow a little bit better. I think it will. I think it'll be good. Let's see, where is my blood diamond? I keep going back to this blood diamond. It's really great color. And a little heavy there, a little heavy. And I can't erase it because I've already got an undercolor. Dang it. Oh, well. Oh. Oh. Corolla, I'd be like snoring away. Wait, what? Banana. Banana! Hold on. Oh, banana. I got it. Ooh, wow. That's bright. I like that. You're right. Thank you. That is really bright. Holy crap. Thanks, Cindy. Oh, thanks, Rochelle. I love it that people from all over the world can be in these live streams and talk to everybody. It's just, it kind of shows you how small our world is, how small and how large at the same time. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's see. This is that fire color again. And I'm just going to kind of go really light, really light. Because now that I've found that banana, I found a banana in my colored pencils. Ha ha ha. You guys made me feel better. See that? I'm joking now. I'm having fun. Oh my goodness. I just wanted to color really bad, and Sunday when I was feeling really bad, I just wanted to color, but I didn't feel well enough to color. So I was just not coloring. I didn't do anything. I just kind of rested. I watched a few videos, you know, I went into a live stream. I didn't even say hello because I didn't feel good. But I was in the live stream. Just kind of lurking and just watching the people be nice to each other, which helped me feel a little better anyway. So that was kind of cool. I just got Neo 2s. You just got Neo 2s? Oh my God, Cindy. Oh, they're so fun. suggestions for using the Neo 2s are really good for backgrounds, but they're also good for things like if you're watercoloring, just like regular watercolors, but you can put the pigment down first and then move the pigment around, because if I remember right, they reactivate. It's not like ink tints, which, once you activate and put them where they go, those colors stay put. But yeah, the Neo 2s, they're super. In fact, I did a background with them recently. Where did it go? Oh, it was in my spirit animals book. It was in my spirit animals book that I did the background with the lady that was standing, and she had her hands kind of up, like, and there's stars between them. And the way that I did the background was I put the pigment down, and then I used a water brush, and then over top of that, I kind of dabbed it with my finger so it would be a mottled effect. Oh, way cool. That Patronus is so neat. I love it. I'm so glad she decided to do that. Such a good thing. I mean, the whole create some magic right now, that's probably a really good thing to do, I think. Okay, let's see, a little bit more darker red here. Along these creases, I think is going to be good, but not a whole lot, because I don't want it to be too dark here at the bottom. Sounds like our trash truck is, we have these little gnats that keep flying around, and I keep killing them. Woo! And they just keep reappearing. It's like they resurrect from the dead or something. I don't know. Zombie gnats. So this is fire again. Oh, man. I just don't like it when they get close to my face. I hate that. And this is, let's see, this is permanent red. Do I want to use that one, or was it this one? Carmine. Carmine red was the other one I was using. So I'm going to use a little bit more of that. Oh, sorry, guys. Tried to squish the bug. Hate those bugs. I didn't realize that was going to be so loud. That was loud. I am so sorry. Mark probably wonders what I'm doing in here because he's in the office. And I can't hear him, but I'm pretty sure he can hear me. He might actually have me on his phone right now, watching the live stream. I don't know. I doubt it, because he probably would have said hello. Okay. Oh, let's do Blood Diamond again. Right up in this little crease here. It's just like that. Oh, and there's a little spot back there that I want really dark as well. Just to give it some contrast. And if I miss something anybody says, just put it all in caps, and I'll be able to pick it up better. I'm not saying I won't miss it, because I don't have Mark isn't here, so I don't have my mod to holler at me from the other room and say, hey, somebody said something to you. So, you guys know how that goes. So, almost ready to try that banana, Cindy. Carmine red. And this is a little brighter. I like this mixture. It really looks good. I like the way that looks. Okay, now I'm going to sharpen the banana. You have to say one thing to Mark. I know what you're going to say. Behave. Oh, Rochelle, a wasp? What? Corolla, are you having an earthquake? What? Please say no. Oh my goodness. I used to live in California and we had a lot of earthquakes there. Kind of got used to them. Yeah, Mark is a sweetie. Oh, yeah, Corolla, me on the desk. Yeah, that was kind of an earthquake. I apologize. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, let's start with this banana. I'm just going to go really, really light. And I'm going to start on the edge of the red. Really light. And I think what I'm going to do is, that does look cool. Go over top of it with a Prismacolor white. Oh no, maybe I'll just use my gel pen and a water brush. Because that would be kind of, oh yeah, but I got to put the background in first. Which would be cool because then I could use, I was going to use the Neo 2s for the background. Yay. Wow, there's a nice pointy point on this pencil now, I'm telling you. I like how it's blending. Very cool. You don't have earthquakes there. That's good. Yeah. Lots of earthquakes. Yes, Mia. Oh my gosh. Oregon. I'm from Oregon originally too. I was born in Grants Pass. God, yeah, my son lives there. My youngest. He lives there, and him and his girl up in Portland. And they haven't said anything about the earthquakes, but then again, too, Alex, my son, was born in California. He probably kind of got used to them as well. Yep. We lived in a little, when I was born, up until the time I was about 5, we lived on a 16-acre piece of land outside of Grants Pass, Oregon. And we, my father, he was a carpenter by trade, but he also hunted deer. And he would keep our refrigerator stocked with deer. And every year he would buy 2 calves and he would raise them and he would sell one at the end of the year and butcher the other one or have it butchered and fill the freezer with. So we had the freezer. My mom and dad had 8 kids. I was the 7th child. So it was a big family. So we'd have a freezer full of venison and beef. And of course, Mom had a garden and we had wild strawberries that grew in the front yard. And she tried to get them before the deer did and very, very rarely succeeded. And when she did, she would like hoard them, of course. But yeah, apparently we had all kinds of flowers, and I don't remember all of the flowers, but I remember the field next to the house because the deer had made a little crawl hole under the fence and into the yard to get the strawberries. And I would use that little crawl hole to crawl out into the field. And I would sit there in the field, you know, just inside or just outside our yard. And I would watch the ladybugs crawl up and down the blades of grass. I vividly remember that. I was like 2 or 3 maybe. But I remember it. And it was a 16-acre piece of land, and we had a river running through part of it, and my brothers and sisters had one of those tire swings. That's probably better for you, Cindy. Venison. Anyway, I just don't like, a lot of the time people who get venison, they take it to a butcher place, and they have another place butcher it for them, and then they add, like elk, they'll add pork fat into the meat because the meat is so lean that it's just, it's, there's no fat in it. It's I guess way different. But personally, I would rather have my venison stay venison instead of be blended. Like if you're gonna grind it up, like ground beef, ground venison, I don't want it ground up with something else. I want it ground up with itself. I was always like, why are you adding all this? Just chop it up and like they used to do, I don't get that. But anyway, and there was one of those a butcher shop like right down the street from where my significant other and Cholo where they used to work, and it was an electrician's place, but the butcher shop, they always had ravens outside of it because they would throw the the knuckle bones and stuff out in the trash bin in the dumpster outside, and the ravens just went after that stuff. And I was always like, oh no, I want the bones, give me the dog, it's good for him. But I never was brave enough to go dumpster diving for knuckle bones in the midst of a carcass. That was not my idea of fun. I really like this banana, Cindy. This is a really good idea. I really like that. It's going to look great when I go over it with the white. Kind of cool. Yep, the trash truck is out there picking up the trash. There's people that don't get the day off. Boy, talk about a necessary part of a necessity is trash pickup. I'd be afraid, man, because I mean, you never know what's in that trash. Mount Rainier in 1980 when St. Helens. Oh my God! Wow. Rochelle, that must have been scary. My brother lived in Oregon when Mount St. Helens erupted, and he sent my mom a newspaper clipping and a bag of ash. My oldest brother, I don't even remember how old he is now. I miss him. He was always a good guy. But his wife doesn't want him to talk to a lot of people, so she keeps a short rein on him. I hope he's still alive. I haven't heard from him in years. Okay, well, there is a bit of that done. I'm going to put some more deeper yellow around some of these little circles. And then I'm going to come back with my white and go over that with white with a little teeny tiny sharp point. I don't have his number. Yeah, I don't have his number, and I don't know even if he still lives where he used to live. They used to live in Phoenix, which isn't far away, which is sad because I mean he has always known where I am. He in fact called me several times before he stopped talking to me, and my number hasn't changed. So my number hasn't changed in years. So, but his has. And I know that he communicates with my other brothers and sisters because they talk about how, how Steve's okay, Stevie's doing well, and blah, blah, blah. Well, I want to know. I want to hear it. No, I should ask. See, the problem is that I don't know if his wife wants him talking to me because she's the one that made him stop talking to me in the first place. And if I get his number from some other sibling and call him, it could cause a lot of trouble between him and his wife. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the source of that because he's got to live with her. You know, he doesn't have to live with me. I can wait. It's okay. It's not okay, but you know what I mean? It's going to have to be that way. I really, really would like to know how he's doing, especially now, but at the risk of causing a really big upset in his relationship with his wife, you know, I won't do that. I respect their, I respect their, you know, I did try Facebook. I've tried to look him up many, many times, and either he's got me blocked or he's just not on there because I can't find him. Maybe I'll try again. Maybe that's a good idea. I'll just try again and see what happens, because who knows? Maybe he's there now. Maybe he's there now because he can communicate with the family better that way. Because we're all on Facebook. We've even got a family page set up. We've had a family page set up for a long time. And we go back and forth on that page. It's good to keep in touch with your family. Even if you don't like them, you still got to love them because they're your family. That's how I look at it. And I may be very alone in that, but that's okay. Wow, this is a bright yellow, dudes. Really, really bright. I think I'm going to use some more red around these too. You know, every time I think I'm done, I'm like, nah, it needs something else. Actually, it looks like little toes. Tiny little toes with circular toenails. I need my point back. I've worn my point down. You're right, Rochelle. It does all come out in the wash. Yeah, she shouldn't be able to control him that way, but he's got to live with her, you know. They've got to live together unless they get a divorce, but I don't see that happening, especially if it hasn't happened now, you know, yet. It's not going to happen. That's better. Now I've got a point to work with. Much better. Yep. I like it. I skip around a lot, but get the job done, right? Yay. Let's see. Okay. Now we're going to go with the Prismacolor white, and I think I'm going to have to find my other one because it's a baby. It's itty bitty. I need to sharpen it. And I don't know how easy that's going to be at this point. Oops. Oh, well, it's open. I might as well dump it, right? There we go. Why do people have to be that way? I don't get it. You know, you should stay in touch with your family at least a little bit. You know, once in a while. That's like my oldest son. I don't know where he is right now. I don't know. I know he was in California, but he stopped talking to everybody, not just me. He stopped talking to cousins and his brother and everything, everybody. So I don't even know what's going on with him, and that's really bugging me, especially now because of all this stuff that's going on. So I don't know. I'm waiting to hear from him. Hopefully. I hardly ever talk about him because it's not comfortable for me to talk about him because I miss him, but there's nothing I can do about it. He disappeared, and I went through for like a year and a half. I tried to find him. I did everything but hire a detective, which I couldn't because it costs too much. But he kind of disappeared. And then he contacted me about a year and a half later after he disappeared and asked me for money. And that rubbed me the wrong way because I was just like, dude, you haven't spoken to me in over 2 years and you want money? Seriously? Are you kidding? Are you joking? Is this a joke? Really? So anyway, I was like, if I had it, I wouldn't give it to you. And I had to be honest with him because what am I supposed to do? I'm like, you know, you're torn. You're a mom. You want to help him. I really didn't have the money. He wanted $1,000 so he could pay his back rent and not get kicked out on the street. And I was like, I don't have $1,000, but you have a business and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, you really think because I have a business, I have $1,000 laying around? Come on. You need to look into that just a teeny bit more. So anyway, after that, he stopped communicating with his cousins, which he was living with one of his cousins before this, but he didn't contact anyone. He just kind of just didn't. So I went through the police department and I found out that he was most likely living in Garden Grove because someone fitting his description and his picture was in Garden Grove, and the police officer on the beat that had the house on it had, quote, him living there, actually contacted me by phone and said, I think I know where your son is, but because he's not a minor, there's nothing that we can do if he doesn't want to contact you. And I'm you know, I knew that. But just hearing this officer say, I think it's him and he seems to be okay, was good enough for me because all I really wanted to know was if he was okay. I didn't need to know if he was married, had kids, had a job, was eating okay. I don't care as long as he's okay, because obviously all of the things are going to fall into place. So I was good with him the officer calling me and telling me that. That was sweet of him. But yeah, you know, I really, and I wasn't the only one looking either. There were his cousins looking for him and sending him messages on Facebook and all kinds of stuff. So wasn't for lack of trying, believe me. But he obviously didn't want to talk to anybody because I feel that if he really did, he would have. So yeah, it's sad, but that's the way things are. Wow, look at that. That's wearing down really fast. This paper kind of eats pencils. It's a little bit more of a tooth than your smooth like presentation paper. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just blending this yellow around the edges here with the white, Prismacolor white, because it's like smoothing out the gradient between the red and the yellow. And it's kind of looking really nice. But I do want to go back in with some reds and make the reds in the middle, like in this is the bands in the middle and the shading, the red shady parts. I want to darken those up some because I still need more contrast, I think. Blowing little bits away from my picture here. There we go. And let's move on. Let's go down here. There we go. Not bad. Let's see what's going on in chat. I think some people feel they have to control everything. I know, Cindy, that's true, unfortunately. Some people live for drama. Oh my God, yes. Yeah, your brothers did that too. Oh gosh. Can't do anything. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of sad, but you know, people are going to be the way that they are, and that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but I mean, there's not much we can do about it. Okay. More white. More cowbell. Yeah, and you definitely need to go over this with the red again. Yep. So I think what I'm going to do is find my medium red. Let's go for the blood diamond. Yeah, blood diamond. Let's do that. Start with that one. And I'm just going to go really light pressure right now. I bet this would blend really well with the Caran d'Ache one, Blender Bright. That would probably be really good. Oh my gosh, Mia. Oh. Your brother's phone for asking for, wow. You know, if I had it, I would. And I'm sure that a lot of us would, just because they're family and we love them. But I don't. It just blew me away that he thought just because I had a business, I had money. It doesn't work that way. Live and learn. Much better. I really like that darker red there. I just love it when you're coloring and things change before your eyes, almost like magic. I know, I'm silly. I'm a dork. I think I need to sharpen my pencil again. Yeah, red and yellow is awesome together if you get the right ones. Well, for any picture, it could change, but I think for this picture, these work really well. That's what I think. Go through the middle here. I should bring in that Tuscan Red for a little while too. And just go really dark. Let's be bold and daring and contrasty. Yeah, definitely need more contrast. Oh my God, we're talking about plants and stuff in your front yard. There's a guy 2 houses down the other way, and he's got castor bean plants in his front yard. Now, castor bean plants, all parts of this plant are lethally poisonous, okay? They are amazing plants. They grow, these are 8 feet tall, I swear to you, and they're huge. They're like trees. They look like trees, and they're gorgeous. I mean, the leaves are like this big, and then they've got these little bright red puffballs on them, and the seeds come out of that. Oh my God. They're so gorgeous. And I felt like going, you know what those plants, you know, when we were talking to the lady from the code compliance, you know what those plants are over there? But I can't, because I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. All I know, they're poisonous. A lot of plants are poisonous, but these are not out of control. They keep them very well trimmed, and they're gorgeous. Oh my God. Super, super pretty. Whoa, boy. Uh-oh, getting dizzy. Holy crap. I've been having a lot of trouble with my blood sugar in the last couple days because of I don't know. I didn't eat like I usually eat yesterday because of the code compliance officer. I had a little bit of dinner, and then I went outside to talk to her, and that kind of threw my schedule off. And when my schedule gets thrown off, my blood sugar gets out of whack, unfortunately. So yeah, it's kind of hard to keep track of when you can't like I know I can't go like, oh, there's a code compliance officer here, I'm just going to blow that off. No, you got to go out and talk to those people. So, that's just like the day that I had to fast to go have my blood work done. Oh man, that was horrible. But I don't really mention it. I mean, I don't want to mention it to Mark a lot because he feels bad because he wants to fix it. He's a Taurus and he wants to fix it. He's very Taurus. He just wants to take care of me, which he does quite well, actually. Not bad, not bad. We're getting there, peoples. As who says that, peoples? It's Belinda, isn't it? God, I haven't been to one of her streams in a long time. Miss that too. Seems like I'm always doing something. It's hard for me to type when I'm doing something. If I'm making a journal, especially because sometimes I need both hands. And then if I have to put stuff down, like if I'm elbow deep in paper scraps. Oh, somebody's in here. Who is that? Oh my God, it's Mark. He's going to take the trash cans up, so he's going outside. He's off of work now. Hey, you guys, you hung with me this long. That's cool. Oh my God, Cindy, yes. Cindy, I'm having trouble with diabetes because I don't have a pancreas. I didn't have diabetes all my life, but when they took my pancreas out, of course, that threw me right into diabetes. So it's not something I was born with. So I'm still working out the kinks in the whole system, in my whole system, So yeah. But I do try, and I think I'm getting better at it. But it's just really, I mean, I get frustrated a lot with it because some days the things that I do work, and some days the things that I do don't work. And I've noticed that it has something to do sometimes with stress, with how much stress I'm under. And right now, everybody's under so much stress. It's just really hard to regulate everything. Very, very difficult. Okay, Jellyfish. You're looking good there, little dude. Let's see. Let's go this way. Put a little bit of a shadow right there. A little bit of darker red inside. Uh-oh, Mark's back. Everybody hide. Run! Uh-oh, he's singing the Jaws theme song. Ah, shark. I love that movie. I know it's old, outdated, and all that, but I still love that movie. Do we have that movie?
I don't know.
I think we do.
We might.
We've been watching Netflix for so long, I forgot which movies we have.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Oh, productive? Cindy, if I was to sit still and just do nothing, that would drive me completely bonkers. When I was in the hospital for what, 7 days, 8 days this last time?
Yep.
And I was just like, I'm going totally nutso. I was coloring and coloring and coloring and coloring. And I was going completely nuts. It was horrible. And then when I got home, you come home and you still got to rest. And then it's just like, I'm completely nuts.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, I know. And I was a complete bitch too, man. I felt so horrible. It was just like, oh, you didn't even want to be around me. The dog is in the office still. He doesn't know where Mark is. He's getting so senile, that poor dog. Mark leaves the room and the dog will follow him out here. And then Mark will get ready to go outside and the dog will turn around and go back into the office at the end of the hall. And Mark has to go get him because the dog will be in there waiting for Mark. There's a bathroom in there because it's it's the master bedroom, but we changed it into the office because it's bigger and we've got like 2 desks and a filing cabinet, et cetera, et cetera. Well, Jack will be in there waiting outside the bathroom door, which is shut all the time, so the cat doesn't get in there and wreak havoc. But it's just hilarious. He'll be in there with his nose to the, in the crack at the bottom of the bathroom door, waiting for Mark to come out. And he doesn't realize, because he can't hear very well anymore, he doesn't realize that Mark's not in there. It's funny, but it's also kind of sad. Poor little guy. So you guys, I am a little overdue for my insulin. So I am going to have to call this live stream and done. I'm going to have to be done. And I apologize for that. I really would like to just keep going. But here's what we have so far. We did pretty good today. We did pretty good with our red jellyfish. I'm going to put a little bit more red up inside here, I think. Because I don't think there's enough red in there. Silly, huh? So that's what we look like now, me and my jellyfish. Oh, yeah. And I don't know what we'll do next time on Sunday, provided I don't feel like total crap. And hopefully I won't. Hopefully I'll be able to get enough rest and things will be quieted down with my system and all that. But I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll craft. Maybe we'll color. Maybe I'll watercolor. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I want to thank you guys. I want to thank all new subscribers for coming in, subscribing, and having some fun with us. I want to thank everybody for being here today and chilling and chatting and doing whatever you're doing as far as crafting and coloring. And I appreciate you guys so much. It's just so cool to have you in my house pretty much and visiting, because we both need it. We all need it. So thank you very, very much. You guys take care of yourselves too, be careful. I always say, wash your hands a lot and don't touch your face when you're out in public, because it's a bad idea. And it really is a bad idea. It's like, that's the quickest way to get yourself sick. Touch something and then touch your face, because you've got so many mucous membranes on and around, your eyes and nose. So, and don't forget Mark, right? Yeah. Well, he says hi and bye, and he loves you guys just as much as I do. I'll give Mark a squish. I will do that as soon as he stops smelling like a cigarette. He's outside smoking right now, and I can't handle that. But you guys, thank you. And be good to each other. Peace, love. And remember, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. Make it a happy, crafty, and colorful one. Love each other. Be nice to each other. Be kind. And yeah, you know what? Rule number 1, just be kind. Rule number 2, refer to number 1. So I will see you guys soon. Thank you. You've made me feel better, and I appreciate that more than you know. So I will see you soon, you guys. Bye.